Well, I think we are moving into a new world order. I think the internet of value, Ripple talks a lot about what payments look like, not just, today, but in 10, 20 years. And when we think about that, we talk about this internet of value. How do we let value move the way information moves today?
The XRP ETF is finally here, and it could shake up both crypto and traditional investing in a massive way. First, let's break down what exactly is an ETF. An ETF is an exchange-traded fund. It's like a container that holds a collection of investments, stocks, bonds, or even crypto all in one place. Instead of buying just one thing, you're buying a slice of an entire portfolio. You can trade ETFs instantly on the stock market just like regular shares of any company you could think of, like Tesla. They're built for diversification, flexibility, and lower fees compared to picking individual assets. With the ProShares XRP ETF, you don't need to mess with crypto wallets, keys, or shady exchanges. You can simply log into your regular brokerage account like Robinhood, Fidelity, or Charles Schwab and buy exposure to XRP. And here's why investors are paying attention.
I think about the dynamic between Ripple and Swift, not dissimilar to the dynamic between, when Amazon in 1997, 1998, and you got Walmart. Certainly it's a David and Goliath kind of classic story. I think that the challenge is you're dealing with, when Ripple thinks about the future of the internet of value, really democratizing payments, reducing cost dramatically, increasing speed dramatically, we're really thinking about it the same way we introduced new technologies like TCP/IP and HTTP that became the internet of information. When we talk about what the Swift network is today, it's kind of a closed network. It has a lot of members on it for sure, but AOL had a lot of members. And when we moved into the age of the internet and a decentralized, democratic network, I think that what you're seeing introduced with blockchain technologies, and by the way, it's not just Ripple. When we think about interoperability, we think about interoperability between many blockchains. And I think that the future we see is certainly one of many networks, interoperable networks, and reducing the friction of those payments to close to zero. And I think you're going to see a lot of innovation spawn from that.
In short, these ETFs are going to allow Wall Street to now start buying XRP legally and easily. But there's always a but. Don't think this just magically erased the risks and is going to send XRP to the magic number of $10,000. And this is because regulatory battles are still far from finished. Governments are still figuring out how they want to treat digital assets like XRP. So if you're thinking about aping in and FOMOing into this market, just remember, because it's easier now doesn't mean it's necessarily the best moment to dollar cost average or it's safe to invest. Bottom line here, though, is that the ProShares XRP ETF is a huge milestone. It's not just about XRP. It's about breaking down barriers between crypto and traditional finance. It's about giving everyday investors and big institutions alike a simple way to tap into the future of money. And this is just the beginning for XRP and crypto holders overall. And now that the XRP video is over, I am in Times Square right now on my way to Dubai. Now, yes, I'm not supposed to be in Times Square, but it just ended up this way as United Airlines decided to not only delay our flight by 8 hours because of construction, decided to downgrade our flight and book it 24 hours later in advance. So now I'm not leaving until 9 p.m. tomorrow. Oh, and they didn't even cover the hotel costs. Absolutely no discounts. They had zero help. Honestly, I think it should be a bill passed that bans these airlines from having that stupid insurance clause. If you don't upgrade for you don't get any refunds, you don't qualify for anything. So now we're just going to be enjoying Times Square here for about 24 hours, and then we're going to leave for Dubai yet again. So hopefully we'll make it to Dubai here in roughly what would be a 36-hour-long trip. That just sounds, exhausting. But in Token 2049, guys, at all the side events, I'm going to be sharing with you guys all the latest insights on everything from tokenization to AI and any developments. This is how we predicted the exact top March 17, 2023 of the AI bubble was by being at these conferences, by speaking to the developers, by speaking to the founders and everybody that is building in what could be considered a bear market. So if you guys want to get your latest trends, your latest alpha, subscribe to Discover Crypto, guys, and we'll see you very soon.